Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching the last video if you did. If not, check that out. We're at Tierlisted NFC Quarterbacks. Anyway, today we are going to be doing part 2 where we tier list the AFC quarterbacks. I think I kept the tiers the same. I definitely tried to. I'm sorry if you hear background noise in this video. My cats are going insane. Anyway, our tiers are best of the best, elite, solid, average, below average, and the scale of Voldemort. Get on the bench. Oh, terrifying. I'm trembling just thinking about it. First up, we have the man, the myth, the fall-off, Lamar Jackson. As with last video, I am going to be looking at their stats to let you guys form your own opinions and to confirm mine, because sometimes I am wrong, which is unfortunate, but it's just human nature. Now, Lamar, this is last year. I am 100% putting him in best of the best. However, he has fallen off. I feel like I want to put him in solid, but I think he's been more elite-ish. Let's double check that. Total EPA, estimated points added. I don't really understand how they calculate it, but it's not bad. Plays. But 2,311 pass yards. I mean, in 380 plays, still not that great. I'm not really sure how to translate 380 plays to game. But I do know he missed a chunk of time. 18 picks, 6 touchdowns. That's 3 times the amount of interceptions, so that is really good, actually. 63% completion percentage. Not that good. It's just average, I feel like. 340 rush yards, 2 touchdowns. I just want to confirm that passing yards thing for QB. 6 to 8 games. So 7.6 games. So I have no idea if that's correct. But if that is correct, 2,300 yards is really good. So I do think I'm going to keep Lamar in the elite tier. Next up, Shedeur Sanders. I think I'm going to put Shedeur in below average. Because, don't get me wrong, he's not been the worst quarterback, but he's not really been that great either. I stand corrected. Yeah, no, that's really bad. 57% completion percentage, negative 52 EPA, 7 pass touchdowns with 10 picks, 143 yards at touchdown. Wow, that was really quick to get our first get on the bench. So, Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, I don't really feel like I've noticed too much terrible about his play, but I haven't really noticed anything that great either. So I do think he's going to be an average tier. That is, he has 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 7 picks, 41 rush yards, and a touchdown. I mean, that's 65% completion percentage. Okay. Solid Rodgers. I think I'm going to leave him in average tier. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Joe Burrow up next. I think he is also going to go in elite tier. Anyway, 1,500 yards, or it's more about 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 24 rush yards. I mean, I think that's probably about right for Joe Burrow. I mean, if you make that a full season, it's 28 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It's pretty good. 65% completion percentage, also pretty good. I think he's going to be sticking in elite tier. Now, CJ Stroud. I feel like I might be a little biased because he went to Ohio State, and I'm a big Ohio State guy over here. But I'm going to put him in solid. I'm not sure if I should put him in solid or average, but I think I'm going to lean more towards solid. 65% completion percentage, around that. 18 touchdowns, 8 picks on 18 touchdowns. Not the greatest. 3,000 yards, that's pretty good. 200 rush yards, pretty good. I wish he got a touchdown there. This one, just that ratio is really bad. I think I'm going to bump him down to average. Crazy. This one might be one of my hottest takes. Based off just how he's been playing, about I think I'm going to put Trevor Lawrence in elite tier. See, 50 at 37,500 yards, 26 touchdowns. Don't like that 12 picks. Really like that 9 touchdowns and 348 rush yards, though. 60% completion percentage. Also don't like that. So, I think I'm going to bump T-Law down to solid tier because of that interception ratio and the completion percentage. But that 9 rushing touchdowns, really enticing. I think I'm going to confirm that I'm going to bump him down to solid. Next up, Cam Ward. How am I doing? See, Cam Ward is an interesting case enough, where he started off the season playing absolutely terrible. There's coaching change mid-year, and the last few weeks, he has been cooking. So I definitely am not going to put him on get on the bench anymore. I think I'm going to put him in below average. I could see that going, though, because he has absolutely no help. He has no help at all. Snap. And with that, he is thrown for 3,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Rush yards. I do think I'm going to keep that below average because he's not been as bad as Shador by, at all in, really any measure. So, I do think I'm going to keep him there. I don't agree with this EPA. I don't think he's been that bad. He's been bad, but he's not been that bad. So I do think I'm going to keep that below average rating. Next up, we have Daniel Jones. He started off the season on a torrid start, but he has fallen back down to earth, and so does Achilles. It snapped. That snapped more than, I don't know. Daniel Jones, let's check what you've been doing, Mr. Sir Daniel. Okay. Indianapolis Colts. So, the EPA is really good. The completion percentage is good. The touchdown ratio is not good. The rush yards and rush touchdowns is good. This is really similar to CJ Stroud here. Now, Daniel Jones, 3,100 pass yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 picks. That gives me a little, I don't know about that. 164 rush yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, I feel like this is textbook average except for the 5 rush touchdowns. I think that's the only outlier. Next up, we have, I hate him. I absolutely despise him as a Dolphins fan. But it's Josh Allen, and he's going to go in best of the best, even though I absolutely hate his guts. And I want him to retire, because I don't like the Bills at all. 3,700 pass yards, 69% completion percentage, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks, 570 rush yards, 14 touchdowns. I mean, only thing that gives a stutter, I guess would be the word, is 10 interceptions. Other than that, when you really look at all this, there's not really anything bad, especially that 14 rushing touchdowns and 500 yards really helps him out. And I do think I'm going to keep him in best of the good. Quinn Ewers. Now, he is an interesting case here because I really don't know if there's a big enough sample size. Because he got his first start last week. So I'm just going to judge based off that start. And with that start, he's like a Carson Wentz, he looks like, where he is just a game manager. He didn't really impress me that much, but he didn't really do anything that bad. He wasn't really bad, he says, but he wasn't really good. That 2 interceptions, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really take that seriously because he hasn't really had a big sample size. So 71 plays, that's like a game and a little bit more. 485 pass yards, that's pretty good. 2 pass touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, that's not good. But honestly, that's a really small sample size, so I don't really know if we're going to be able to judge him based off that. 10 rush yards, 0 touchdowns. This is This is interesting because of the small sample size. I think I'm gonna put him in below average because that touchdown interception rate, but that was really hard to grade. Drake May, saying this last year would make someone think you're stroking out, but he has been on a Josh Allen tier, and he is in the MVP discussions. He has been absolutely incredible. He has broken out this year with an 156 EPA. I checked earlier, this is the highest in the entire league. 71% percentage, 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 picks, 400 rush yards, and 4 touchdowns. This good rushing numbers, great passing yard numbers, great ratio. That's like about 4 touchdowns per interception. Not quite though. Put it there. This is like an all-around. This is what you look for best of the best. There's nothing bad about his stat line. There's not one thing that isn't good this season. Brady Cook, I think you're going to be good on the bench because Brady Cook kind of like Quinn Ewers, except he has a little bit bigger of a sample size. Brady Cook, 159 plays. Oof. That is yucky. Get that out of my face. Oh my god. Oh. Honestly, this does not relate to Brady Cook, but I think the Jets should have continued starting Justin Fields. I know, I said it. Because they benched him because he went 6 for 13. Because he went 6 for 13. But the game before that, he went I think it was 30 for 38 or something. Why? I know he's been inconsistent, but 6 for 13. Maybe the reason he only passed for 41 rush yards, or 41 passing yards, is because you gave him no pass attempts. What is he supposed to do with 13 pass attempts? Throw for 500 yards and 7 touchdowns? No. There's not really much any quarterback's going to do with that. You could give that to Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. You can bring Tom Brady when he was in his prime, and he's not doing that. He's not going out there and throwing maybe even 100 yards on 13 pass attempts, unless he goes 13 for 13, which is just something you're going to accept Justin Fields is not going to do. Anyway, to get back on topic, Brady Cook, 58.7 percentage, 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions. That is actually the worst thing I've seen in both these two videos. That is pathetic. 679 pass yards, 6-7, 42 rush yards, which sucks. Patrick Mahomes, you are an elite quarterback, in my opinion. Some of you might say best of the best. I disagree. I did not know Chris Aludicon was back in the league. That's a throwback name that you probably only really know if you play Madden and you're sorting for the worst quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, 600 plays, 3,500 yards. Oof. 22 pass touchdowns to 11 picks and 5 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, that's the rushing, check. The pass yards, check. The pass completion percentage and ratio, heck no. No. Just plain no. And I think I'm going to confirm. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I think I might drop him to solid. Honestly, if there's an NFL referee watching, and I don't post for another year, you know what happened to me. Bo Nix, I think he gives me also a Carson Wentz vibe. He doesn't really. He feels like a game manager who just pops off in the fourth quarter. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that, but I do think that's what he is. Now, Bo Nix, also the only quarterback in the Denver Broncos to play. Not even when you're winning by a lot or losing by a lot. That's surprising. 63% completion percentage, 3,800 pass yards, 25 touchdowns to 11 picks, 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. This is the most normal stat line I've ever seen in my entire life. There's nothing unique at all about the stat line at all. Like, I've never seen something so average. Except the Miami Heats. They're taking that crown. But there's not really anything to even talk about on this, except maybe that completion percentage is bad. I might honestly bump them down to average. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. I feel like that's right. Justin Herbert. I also feel like I've heard good things about you this year and seen good things about you this year. I think you're going to be an elite tier. Then again, 90% of the elite tier I've put up has not ended up in elite tier. Now, that EPA really does not look good. 20. Okay, whatever. 19, I guess. It's more 19 than 20. That 19 EPA really does not entail good things. But maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I'm just crazy. 66% completion percentage, 500 rush yards, that's good. 2 touchdowns. That rate is bad. That rate is just plain bad. I don't really know if this feels more like a Patrick Mahomes or a Bo Nix. I think that completion percentage helps him. I'm obviously not putting him in elite now. I think he's more of a solid. The reason I dropped Bo Nix down is his completion percentage was 63. So I just dropped him down because of that. But I think these guys... What do I mean these guys? I think Justin Herbert's going to go down to solid. I don't think he's going to fall all the way down to average. Now we have the last player, and this is a perfect ending. There's no other place to put him. There's just not. He has been so bad. Yeah. The Seahawks always know when to move on from a quarterback for some reason. And I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Because Geno Smith has been horrible. EPA, terrible, in the dumpster. 3,000 pass yards, not the worst. 19 touchdowns. I mean, bad, but not the worst. 17 interceptions. How do you even do that? I feel like you have to be trying to do that bad. I could go out there and throw less interceptions. Granted, I'd probably spike the ball every play because I wouldn't want to get tackled by some grown men. But, I mean, 17 interceptions? Are we serious? 109 rush yards. I mean, I guess that's not the worst for a pocket passer. But it's not good. It's really not good. So, honestly, that was the perfect thing to end it. And this is our tier list for today. This is a crazy amount to get on the benches. Below average, not terrible. This is a really spread out tier. This is a really, really spread out tier list. There's nothing really too stacked here. And it's just, I like that. I like how it's spread out. That's a cool thing to happen. Because I don't want to just have everyone put in average, everyone put in solid. Anyway, that wraps up this video and this series. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more of it. And I will see you at the next video. Goodbye.